About a month ago, give or take, I released a full and detailed guide on the Soma Prime, and 1 day later, no, 6 hours later, they released a brand new mod for it called the Hata-Satya, which basically didn't get covered. So today we're gonna amend that, my friends. Hi, welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar, and today we're gonna revisit the Soma Prime. But this one is gonna be a whole lot more quicker and less detailed as the normal build guides that I do, because honestly I already did this one. But if you wanna see a full and detailed tutorial on why we build it like this and not like that, yada yada, etc., link the cards right now. Now this would be a standard setup for the Soma Prime. This would be a corrosive setup, then we're gonna be switching to viral and hunter munitions, because let's be honest, that's the meta. The brand new mod, which you gotta grind from the Heart of Deimos, or you can buy as well, okay? It is tradable if you're not in the mood for grinding and you do love the Soma Prime. I mean, what's not to like? Hata-Satya. I don't know if you pronounce it like that, but each hit increases critical chance by 1.2%, resets upon reloading or holstering. Interesting. What's the cap? 500%. So a quick bit of math will tell you about 417 bullets are necessary to max it out at 500%. Keep in mind, these are hits. Yes, hits from the weapon. So multi-shot with split chamber vigilante armaments becomes a whole lot more important. Even if your magazine only has 200, factoring the multi-shot, you get how that one works. Yes, fantastic, awesome. So if you get a Riven, make sure it has multi-shot on it, okay? Prio 1 and all that good stuff. Now, before we put on the brand new mod, I feel it's important you guys get an understanding for the base performance of the Soma Prime. This will be standard build number 1, then we're gonna switch to standard build number 2, and then we're gonna show performance integrating the brand new mod. Yes, fantastic, great. So these are corrupted heavy goons, level 120. Now this is not a viral slash build, so we're just gonna shoot until they die. The Soma Prime, once upon a time, was a powerful weapon, and right now, it's not a bad weapon by any stretch of the imagination. It still packs one hell of a punch. It's not the undisputed king as once upon a December, but of course, it still does pack a punch. And in a full magazine, I was able to kill, let's say, 3 corrupted heavy goons, level 120. Of course, if I was to let the slash ticks down, then stop it, blah blah. Do you actually stop to shoot your target if it doesn't damage you in normal missions? You really shouldn't. Just place down ammo pads in case you have issues with ammo. Now the build does have shred on it, the normal version, because not everybody has prime mods. This is why the weapon fires at the rate that it does, and it is a joy to handle. And the performance, hey, it's decent like this, right? Nothing I would take to the path of steel, but then again, I don't come there very often because it's boring as that's not important. Back to the build at hand, okay? So that was corrosive. Normally I would showcase with gas, but Digital Extremes destroyed gas, so no gas. Let's try it with the Hata-Satya. What should we replace in the standard build, my friends? Should we replace shred or vigilante armaments? You can't go against the elemental combo, that's dumb, and you can't touch these 4. Stop it, hands off, okay, unless you have a Riven with crit, but that's a discussion for later. Yes, later. Stabilizer is your option mod in the XL slot. It doesn't really matter all that much, but it does make the weapon a whole lot more usable. Now, logic would dictate, considering what this mod does, that you put it instead of shred. That's the smart thing to do, okay? The problem is the weapon without shred, without that additional fire rate and a little bit of punch through, it's just not as fun to play with. But again, this is the... yeah, fine, I'll show it like this, and then we'll show it the other way around as well, yes? Let it not be shown that I didn't show you the variations of the weapon. Now, take a look at my buff bar, upper right portion of the screen. Damn, that's beautiful. You see that? The crit is going up, I'm over 100%, I'm into orange hits territory. Saw that? That was a red. Why red? Is it the critical chance that high? Well, actually, that one was a upgrade from Vigilante Armaments set passive or bonus. 500%. Still got 1 bullet left. That's it. And now I need to reload and it will be resetting. You see, this is why multi-shot is so much more important now. I mean, don't get me wrong, multi-shot was even before the best thing on everything. It should have been prio 1, 2, and 3 for you. Multi-shot above everything else and all whatnot. And this is how I can get to the maximum 500% with just a couple of bullets remaining. Meaning I really need a Riven. I really need a Riven with multi-shot. But again, the value of the mod is amazing. The value of the mod is amazing. This is a must-have. No matter how you build your Soma Prime, you gotta have this mod on it. It's simply that great. As long as you understand that the first couple of shots aren't really gonna see a great benefit from that mod. It needs a while to warm up and all whatnot, but I think it's fantastic. Mathematically speaking, it's also quite powerful. The way I enjoy to play a corrosive setup is without this. We're gonna go like this and we're gonna go with Shred. Now, can we go with Prime Shred? Can we do that finally? Let's assume you have Prime Shred for the weapon. And we're gonna go like so. 55% fire rate, 2.2 meter for puncher. But I'm not gonna get close to the 500% mark. For that, you're gonna need another solution. And I'll tell you which it is. But first, performance with Prime Shred instead of Vigilante Mods. You're not gonna get as many glowy crits, let's call them glowy crits, but a weapon like this is simply a whole lot more fun to use. It's a whole lot more efficient as well. The problem would be ammo, but as long as you can drop a pad or use carrier or whatever else, that is not an issue anymore, so therefore the DPS kinda wins out. On the other hand, DPS is really for paper and calculations and just to like get the answer to a question that really bothers you, like if you're like me. But in actual gameplay, paper DPS shouldn't really matter to you all that much. Or at least that is my recommendation to you guys. But point in hand, the Hata-Satya, I don't even know what that means. I hope it means something really smart and cool. Let me know please if you do know. The Hata-Satya is a fantastic mod. And now let's stop beating around the bush. This is not the meta. No, Papa, it's not the meta. Why, Papa? Because D decided for it not to be. That's why, son. Settle down. Settle down. We're gonna go Rhyme rounds instead of high voltage. And of course, we gotta go with that ever so popular Moo Hunter Moo. Yeah. Now, let's not forget Stabilizer. I do enjoy playing this one. Level 120 Corrupted Heavy Guns, and again we switch to Varul and Hunter Munitions for the weapon. Oh, I should reload. You see that? I still got the buff. I shouldn't get the buff. Hold on, let me drop. Make sure we reset the buff. Is that a visual thing? Hold on, let me reload. You see that? The buff is still there. Oh yeah, it's bugged out. Cut! And we're back, and this time we're not bugged anymore, so hooray and all of that good stuff. It wouldn't really apply its extra crit thingy, it was just a visual thing, so bear that one in mind. Now, with any slash build, hit a target till about 50% and watch the slashes absolutely annihilate the target. With the Soma, hit it till about 60%, not even 50%. I'm already up on 150% crit chance. Keep in mind how Point Strike offers you 207 now. I'm way over Point Strike right now. Absolutely fantastic. Do get this mod. And again, if you don't like grinding Deimos, even though honestly it was quite enjoyable outside of the token system, which kind of was a little bit infuriating, it was an enjoyable experience. So I do recommend farming it and trying out Deimos over buying it, but as per usual, the option is yours, my friends. Now this one is not gonna die. It only took like something like 11 bullets. I had to reload, so my Hata-Satya buff got resetted. Now, let's talk about solutions and getting the most out of this mod. Do you guys know about the Helminth system? It's a brand new system in Warframe. Yeah, you get to have cool powers on your Warframe. Some you can borrow from other existing Warframe by subsuming them, and some of them you simply get by default by leveling up your Helminth. At level 6, there's an ability called Energized Munitions, and this one will offer you ammo efficiency, my friends. 75% ammo efficiency for 5 seconds. Now, the energy cost is affected by ability efficiency. Okay, the default energy is 50 energy to cost, and the duration is affected by ability duration, so you can get it a whole lot longer than 50%. So if you got a favorite Warframe, a weapon buffer frame, or something like that you like to play, you can put that one, sacrifice one of his abilities or her abilities, and put on Energized Munitions. 75% ammo efficiency would mean that every 4 shots you fire, it only consumes 1 ammo. That is huge for the Hata-Satya. So this is how you can compensate the whole ammo reload thing by using Energized Munitions from the Helminth system. It's Metamorphosis tier 5 or 6? No, it's tier 5. Okay, it's tier 5. So all you gotta do is get old Chumpy to tier 5, and that's pretty much it. When it comes to riff and mods, as stated before, multi-shot, it has to be prio 1. Other than that, critical chance, damage, critical damage, something along those lines, and you will be good to go. Try to get a harmless negative, or maybe you can get something like a minus IPS to work in your favor when it comes to the elemental combos. Now, before I go, one more thing that I do want to do, pump up everything with Warframe buffs. For what reason? No reason, really. It's just fun. What? Don't you do things for just fun? You can also use a Sentinel to get your buff, my friends. What buff would that be? Well, obviously the Vigilante Mods. Make sure you have all the Vigilante Mods equipped on your Sentinel. Offense, supplies, fervor, and armaments to get the 20% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. Now, up until this point, we haven't used Warframe buffs, but now we're going to be using Corrosive Projection together with Arcane Avenger. I could go for Acceleration, but to be honest, in this case, it might be smarter to go with Rage. And we're going to go like so. We're going to be spawning in level 150 Corrupted Heavy Goons, and we're just going to go with no Riven, no Prime Mods, just a standard setup, plus of course the fantastic buffs of Lady Mirage Prime. Now on her, I did replace her 4 ability because to be honest, it was kind of weak and bad and nobody really used it. So activate Empower from the Helminth system. Now we're going to activate her fantastic free ability for a massive 818% increase, and of course her ever so lovely clones. You just lightly tap your button and you absolutely annihilate whatever stands before you, my friend. And the weapon is going to be able to chomp through targets like a hot knife through butter. Take a look at that. Absolutely beautiful. The Soma Prime was still a powerful weapon, and it's even more powerful now than before, especially if you guys want to use the brand new mod Hata-Satya with the Energized Munitions from tier 5 of the Helminth system. And that's pretty much it for me. This will be an addendum to the already existing 2020 Soma Prime build guide. As always, my name has been Leyzar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you got any sorts of feedback for me, by all means, drop it in the comment section down below. But until next time, my friends, bye-bye.